Hello, it's Michael Tellinger with a final report and results of the South African elections on the 3rd of August 2016. So, the first news I have to share with you is that we did not do as well as we expected to do. And there's some very interesting reasons for that I'll go through with you shortly. But first of all, let me thank everyone that participated, helped, supported in every possible way. The people in South Africa that came in large numbers to share in the experience before the elections, the party agents, the campaigners, those that signed up to be candidates in the 13 municipalities, and many more people who wanted to be candidates in many other towns and municipalities. We could have had 1,000 candidates spread across South Africa, but we simply did not have the money and the funding to do that. So as you may know already, we participated in 13 municipalities. The results are as follows. Out of 278 municipalities, we were in 13, and out of those 13 municipalities, we managed to get a total of 2,464 votes. Now, that is not a lot, but what we did achieve is to plant the seeds of consciousness into the political beast as we said we would. This can never be undone, and we made history here. What this also means is that we got about 190 votes per municipality. And these are 190 votes and people that truly believe in the Ubuntu spirit and the way forward, not just for the people of their community, but for the people of the world. This also means that if we extrapolate that number to all 278 municipalities in South Africa, we would have had 52,820 votes. What this means is that we've got a tenfold increase from the 5,500 votes we got in the national elections in 2014. This is really spectacular news, and I need to thank once again everyone that supported us spiritually, emotionally and financially to make this possible. Clearly we were still grossly underfunded, although the people donated generously and they made it possible for us to get this far. But what has become evident is that we're playing in the playground of the elite that control the process. We know of irregularities that happened, of voting ballot boxes that were removed and ballot boxes brought into voting stations. We could launch a whole campaign of legal action and protesting and all so forth, but it's all wasted energy. What we got to do is recognize what we've done. We've made history, planted the seed of consciousness into the political beast, and now we move forward, not only in South Africa, but in many countries of the world. Now, what this has done for us here is that we've created a network of people throughout South Africa, like-minded people, hundreds and hundreds of people, actually thousands of people across South Africa in many communities that now want to continue in the Ubuntu spirit, developing their communities and launching many community projects. So even over the last 24 hours, I've been on the phone talking to all our agents and our candidates who are now going to continue with the Ubuntu community development. And we're putting together a whole long list of diverse community projects that will really activate and stimulate the work of the Ubuntu movement here in South Africa and hopefully expand this to other Ubuntu movements around the world. Just to share some of the exciting projects we're putting into place and going to be activating: recycling, seedlings, bakery, shoemaking, African fashion design, furniture design, soup kitchens, food growing obviously, Khoisan art classes and other African art and crafts classes like basket weaving, shoemaking, etc., etc. Khoisan village living experience that we're putting together with some traditional Khoisan people that live very close to the land. African food and bread cooking and baking in the true African style, in the soil, in the ground. These are all projects we're starting that we're going to be inviting volunteers from all over the world to come and experience this. Providing water, delivering water to communities where there is no water, providing electricity to communities where there is no electricity. Remember that, and this is just some of the community projects that we started putting together. This will grow, and we'll be launching these projects in their separate sections on the Ubuntu Planet website as soon as we can. I will travel around South Africa again to visit all these communities We'll interview the people that will be launching these projects and start each a page for each project, so that people that are specifically connected or feel close to that kind of project, that kind of activity, can then support those projects in whichever way they can support them. This will obviously expand, and I will travel to the United States very soon, and to participate in the launch of the Ubuntu Village in the USA in Vermont. We'll be activating Ubuntu around the world: Ubuntu Brazil, Ubuntu UK, Ubuntu Canada, Ubuntu India, which is probably one of the vast and the largest areas of growth for Ubuntu, and also Ubuntu Japan. The Japanese Ubuntu website is almost ready to be launched, and not forgetting Ubuntu China. And the translations of the Ubuntu book into Japanese and Chinese or will be underway very soon as well. So all in all, we've had a great experience. We've learned a lot, gained so much knowledge and confidence from this great support we have on the ground, that this has just really given me personally, after being exhausted for 4 months, becoming inhumane and an absolute nightmare to be around because of the stress and the pressure on me, mostly, I must admit, financial pressure to try and keep this thing moving forward. I've become a human being again, and I must say it is nice to be back and to be able to get excited about the way forward again. And yeah, I'm just bursting at the seams with newfound energy, and cannot wait to start putting all these projects into place and spreading the Ubuntu philosophy around the world. And what I do want to share with you, however, is that there is a weird election psychological disease among South Africans. Now, this may be strange to people outside of South Africa, in the so-called first world countries, which is very strange here. In our town, for example, we've had more than 2,000 people sign up as Ubuntu Party members, Ubuntu supporters. Same in our neighboring town, in Machadodorp. More than 2,000 people signed up as Ubuntu Party members, Ubuntu supporters. If those people had voted for us during the elections, we would have won the majority vote in our town. This is why we were so confident before the elections that we're going to make quite an impact. But something changes. In the last 21 years, since the takeover of the ANC, South Africans have been so abused, so traumatized, so mentally abused and brainwashed, that there's some sort of an election disease that has infected the people, and they live in fear of not voting for the ruling party, because they've been told that if they do not vote for the ANC, they will lose their pension, they'll lose their grants or disability grants or their child support. They truly believe that if they don't vote for the ruling party, they will not be supported. And so they vote through fear to keep the elite that oppress and destroy people's lives, to keep them in power. We need to start eroding that kind of fear and make people, next time we get to the election polls, hopefully through the community projects that we'll now be activating, make people realize and get back their self-confidence, get back their humanness, understand that they're sovereign human beings, that the power lies with the people, that the power does not lie with the government, and bring back that pride and confidence into the people's hearts and minds and their lives through what we're going to be sharing in the community projects now. So, unfortunately, the support we have on the ground does not reflect on the ballot papers. That is a South African election disease, and I trust this will not happen in countries of Europe and America and other parts of the world. So, on this note, I want to say thank you for your support, and please continue supporting us. We continue our work on the ground, setting up these community projects, help supporting us at the Ubuntu office so we can keep running the office, and we can actually install some internet in our office while the space phone is taking off the ground. So thank you for your support. I don't know what else to say other than that I'm humbled and absolutely privileged to be able to walk this path and carry this banner for not just myself and those close to me, but for every member of the human race that believes that there is a new way forward and that there is hope, and we know what to do It's up to us to do it now. We're the ones we've been waiting for. So let's go out there and create this utopian paradise planet that we all believe we should live in. Until next time, take care.